This is our special round for Australia. Actually, it's also for the British people here. Sad news, everyone. Neighbours is coming to an end. Neighbours. The original, after 37 years, the family soap opera from Australia, Neighbours, that we all love and grew up on, is coming to an end. And to celebrate the ending, the original teen couple of Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue, who became famous in Neighbours, are coming back. Now, Neighbours, for those who don't know, sparked the careers of Russel Crowe, Guy Pearce, Margot Robbie, amongst others, and but it's coming to an end. Now, not everyone knows about it. It's about a group of families on Ramsey Street in the suburbs of Melbourne. It's coming to an end. For the benefit of the people who do not know this show, could you all summarise what we can expect from the finale of Neighbours?
So Melbourne had one of the strictest lockdowns in the pandemic. I want to see Kylie and Jason sneak out, break the curfew, and then get brutally beaten by the infamous Victoria Police.
That won't happen because everyone on Neighbours is white.
Neighbours has been like as long running as basically for Americans, it's basically like Law and Order SVU or something like that, right? So like I imagine a crossover where like the Law and Order team go to Neighbours and investigate what happened to all the POC characters.
Well, there are no POC characters, so that's all fine. But obviously, being in Australia, I think the appropriate end for Neighbours is this kind of cataclysmic, finale where everyone dies in a bushfire and a flood at the same time somehow. I
don't know. If Kylie Minogue is coming back, they should just have like all the famous people come back, except like as the more successful characters they've played now. So like Margot Robbie should come back as Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's just there at Neighbours. Guy Pearce comes back as the dude who forgot everything in Memento. Russell Crowe comes back as Gladiator, but also as the annoying person he was on Tropical Thunder. And they should really have a conversation. Oh, and Robert Downey Jr. and blackface can show up so that they can have one fucking brown person on the show. Jesus Christ. Show's been on since 1985. In 2011, they introduced their first brown family on the show. Just some facts.
I also think they should bring back the cast members who went on to become big stars, and then in a massive crossover event, they all have to fight against the cast of Home and Away. So it'll be Russell Crowe, Liam Hemsworth, and Margot Robbie versus Naomi Watts, Chris Hemsworth, and a special cameo by a CGI'd Heath Ledger, who will awkwardly lip sync a couple words that'll be sure to pull at everyone's heartstrings. And Guy Pearce can play a dual role of his character from both series. And then they all join up to band together in the end to fight their common enemy, which is the cast of Coronation Street.
I'm looking forward to Harold from Neighbours as... no one knows who that is, but that's all right. For his the revelation that he is actually this monster who eats children, and the finale can be called Nightmare on Ramsey Street. I think that would be good.
So actually, I have to watch, a summary of Neighbours on YouTube, and it was interesting because it's about like teenager neighbors having like a dating together, and it's talk about like a teenager pregnancy, and it was funny to me because everybody sounds like Harry. And this finale is interesting because parents are telling them not to have a sex, but 30 years later they come back and telling their parents not to have sex with the neighbors. Yeah.
I also think that like all good soap operas, it should end with like everybody like coming back, all the big stars coming back and everything like that. But then like get back to like the original Kylie Minogue, and turns out it was all just a dream, and she just couldn't get us out of her head.
Yeah, I would like in the final episode for Jared Toadfish Rebecca, who obviously everyone here knows, so I'm not going to bore you by explaining who he is. I would love, cause he's been married 4 times, and I would love him to get married this 5th time, and then snap his fingers and half the cast dies.
I also have never seen Neighbours, but I imagine the plot of the finale will be the same as the plot of every episode, because if it takes in Melbourne, I assume it's just always they're all just sitting around bragging about their coffee and shitting on Sydney.
Ba-dam-bam,
And the points are going to go... I'm going to give it to Team Oz.
We had the ringer.
Team Oz, I guess just... He had a ringer called Wikipedia. And I like the Kylie Minogue. If she did come back, that would be great. Okay.
I let you know I did not use Wikipedia for that joke. I used Google.
Google.
Yes.
You went. I think Liam Hemsworth was in Neighbours, and Chris Hemsworth. Have I got it the wrong way round?
No, that's it.
Which one is Thor?
Thor is Chris.
Liam is Hunger Games.
So Hunger Games was in Neighbours and Thor was in Home and Away.
Wow.
And
By the way, I used Google and not Wikipedia is a weird, shitty brag.
Well, it's also confusing because Google leads you right to Wikipedia.
no, I just used the suggested. I just said whatever. Keep going.
You went from me praising you for your hard work to now saying you weren't even bothered to click the link.